Welcome in Battle Bet Stadium. This is super exciting. My name is Dan Coop from Sporttrade. We've had a great day at Sporttrade. It's our first official day in Colorado. We have launched in the state, and pursuant to that, we have three of the best bettors in the state of Colorado joining us for the first ever three-man weave Battle Bets Royale. We'll go left to right. We'll start with Matt Modai joining us. Matt, you just wrapped up a fantasy draft. How are you feeling about it?
The best draft I've ever had. There's 0% chance I don't come in first in that league. So I'm feeling ready. I'm feeling ready.
Wow. That's impressive. Kudos to you on an early win 18 weeks early.
It's a 10-team league, so everybody loves their team. But yeah.
Fair enough. From Unabated and many other things, you know him. Peter Jennings, how are you, my friend? Quite a shoe collection back there.
Yeah, thanks. Doing well. Sweating this game. Excited to be here, and kudos on launching here in Colorado. Really stoked about it. I've lobbied and watched a lot of the ecosystem grow here in Colorado, and stoked to have Sporttrade here.
And obviously, Peter, part of Unabated, one of our great partners. If you download Sporttrade and sign up with the code WINNING, that'll go right back to Unabated. You'll be eligible, I guess I should say, for our promo in New Jersey and Colorado, which is super simple. 3% cash back up to $200. But there are many ways that you can sort of game that. And yes, I work at Sporttrade. We're an operator. You can ARB, you can match bet anything to manufacturer handle on our exchange and get that full $200 back. One of our new partners in Colorado from Capwize, Nick, how are you? It's great to see you. I came to talk a little Capwize tonight.
Yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having me. Doing great. Excited for the launch.
Likewise, excited to see that sign up come through when we see all the names that pop up. Just waiting on it with bated breath. Can't wait.
Oh yeah, got a lot of cool things planned.
Yeah, really excited about it. I'll run it down for people who are watching and may not have seen Battle Bets before. You can see the bottom left of your screen. We've got Nick, we got Peter, we got Matt. Each have $1,000 in the Sporttrade trading portfolio. And every time they make a bet, you're going to see that fill underneath of their name. Here's the thing. Typically, if you've watched Battle Bets, you know we just go and whoever makes the most money wins. But because we have more than two people, we are eliminating one of them. So we're going to go for a half hour. At the 15-minute mark, whoever has made the least amount of money or has lost the most amount of money in the 15 minutes is eliminated. They are out. And then for the final 15 minutes, we'll go 1v1. So I don't want to wait too much longer. It's 10:18 on the East Coast. All these guys are in Denver. My dog is looking at me like, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you talking? And why is there a green light on or a ring light on? So let's do it. So I want to get the countdown started here. We are going to start battle betting in 3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, please begin. 30 minutes on the clock. You've got 15 minutes to start betting. I would be remiss if I didn't give a shout out to our producer tonight, Davis, behind the scenes, pulling all the strings, updating all the numbers, making sure you can all see the bets in real time. So we'll see who ends up making the first bet. I know before we went live, Peter was jonesing to hop in on, I think it was the Cardinals game, right? But it was some line movement you weren't happy about.
Yeah, I am trying to do that right now.
I'll tell you, it's tough to talk and bet live. I'll be honest with you. But that's why I'm here. I'm here to poke and prod and see exactly what you guys do. So, as I said, when these guys start making some bets, you'll see it kind of falling right underneath their name. You're going to see the bet type, their P&L, how much they've won or lost, and how that has affected their overall portfolio. You see under portfolio, cash. That's dry powder. That's how much money they have to bet in real time. The portfolio is a reflection of not only how much dry powder they have, but the up to the second value of all their bets at the same time. So Peter is already in with his first bet. He's risked all $1,000.
Wow.
All $1,000.
Let's
on
go.
the Cardinals. That is amazing. I love
Let's just
that.
walk it off.
I didn't even get to the rule that states you have to spend at least $500 in the first 10 minutes. And not a problem for Peter. Peter's already hit $1,000.
Yeah,
I love it.
Sweating the Cardinals here. I hope they can end the game right now.
I love it. Well, tell me your rationale here.
I had a big I told you guys before I have a pregame position on the Cardinals and just wanted a clean sweat. And fortunately, they got a double play to get out of the inning. I guess price-wise, it's reflected, but go Cardinals. Hopefully they can it's bottom of the ninth, all tied, so hopefully they can take this thing down.
Unbelievable. I'm just going to update people watching on Twitter if they don't have the sound on. Unbelievable. We've never seen that before. I've never had somebody do that in all the times that we have been doing battle bets. But hey, you know what? Every game is a new strategy.
Hopefully, I just start off with a lead here. That'd be sweet.
Well, you're going to find out real quick, depending on how
It'd
fast
be
it goes. You're currently down 58-34.
A pretty
Yeah, I
tough
think they
position to
just gotten out.
come back against
Well, but see, here's the thing.
in a 30-minute contest.
Not necessarily the case, right? If you can ground out, if you just make one bet that is profitable, then you're up. Right now, Peter's down $133.34. His portfolio value is $883.33. Matt's now entered the ring. He's on the Padres.
I had to do it. I had to go Oppo. Let's see what happens here.
Great strategy. Great strategy.
Great. I like it. I like it.
Oh man, I love the opposition. That's great because hey, look, let's be honest.
It'll be exciting.
This is not true sports betting, right? This is you need to make more money than somebody in 15 minutes. So again, at the 15-minute mark, we're going to have an elimination here. Again, you've got to spend half your lot here in the first 10 minutes. So there's 6 minutes and 45 seconds left in order to do that. Matt's up $20.83.
Another out. Yeah, this will be fun though. That the new extra inning rule actually makes this really compelling and fun.
Oh yeah,
because the runner starting on second, it's great.
Yeah, one of the fun things we like to do, Peter, also is we do your feed Nerfy live streams, and you can just imagine, a double might be worth on $100 bet might be worth $50, right?
Yeah,
and it's
great.
just kind of up to you whether or not you want to trade in and out of it. So Matt, you put 500 on that particular bet. It looks like.
Yeah, I thought about just doing the full 1,000 and just going for it, but I figured we'll see what Nick ends up doing, and then we'll kind of reevaluate our strategy from there.
Yeah, I'm thinking. I'm holding right now.
Hey, it's not a bad strategy. It's really not. We've had people hold to the last second.
One of us is going to be happy. One of us is going to be sad, and you can make your decisions based off that.
I mean, I basically need to put myself in a position against one of you.
Night Owl checking in saying, hello, Sporttrade from Florida. What's going on? And of course, the boost is loose. Colorado, let's go. Says, loves the new multi-screen format. Yeah, we spent a lot of time working on it. Again, shout out to Davis, the man.
It does look pretty nice.
Well, one of the things we found was if you were watching it in our previous format, you were like, oh, that's cool. But I don't know who any of these people are or what they're betting on. So actually, somebody who brought it up was the Sauce Man, Kyle Kearns from the Sauce Network. Was like, hey, what would be much more interesting is if we could actually see what you're betting on. And I said, that's a good note. So we tore it down to the studs and figured it all out again.
In play
extra innings. Innings.
Oh, okay. Extra innings. You got 10 minutes, 25 minutes, 5 minutes are gone. If you're watching, hop into the chat. We've got about 100 people watching on Twitter right now. So if you're watching, click the link in the tweet to take you to YouTube. And then you can actually comment along with us and follow along. If you're in Colorado, sign up for Sporttrade. I mentioned the promo offer right now, 3% cash back up to $200 when you join. Even without a promo, though, the best odds, the absolute best in play you're ever going to see, which we're showcasing tonight. So get on it. Matt's already made his first bet. How'd that end up? It was Nats plus 1.5.
That cashed.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah, that cashed out.
Let's go. All right, Matt's already up. Well, what did you get that at?
It was minus 122, I think.
That's right. Because I think everyone else was at least minus 130.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
There you go. Great pricing difference. All right, Nick. The clock is ticking.
Yep.
Clock is ticking. You got a little more time. You got about 3 minutes and 56 seconds. So you look in your bottom left. Matt is up. Peter is down, and just by sheer inactivity, Nick is in the middle.
I mean, that's the way that goes, I guess. Yeah.
And look at this astute observation from our guy, Mark Goldberg. Doesn't Nick have to bet 500 soon? Yes, he does.
Mark and the Funky Bunch.
Mark's the man. We love you, Mark. Thanks for being one of our favorite customers. There's nobody else in the world other than my mother and father who likes to let me know after a live stream how it went more than Mark. Oh, okay. Nick, wow. You've entered the arena. 700 on the Cardinals.
Oh, yeah, so I don't know if I quite did that math right, but I basically tried to short Peter's position.
Yeah, you sure did. Okay. All right, so you're in extras. Peter, you've got 8 minutes here. to make up a little ground. You're $200 behind. Nick.
I basically need them to get out of this inning without giving up a run.
Now, what you could do, though, if you wanted to move something into a more advantageous position, Peter, is you could sell a little bit and then use whatever you get back to then go find another bet. In the event
I could do that, but I'm on the clean sweat. I have a legitimate position on the Cardinals plus 120, and all I need right here is just a 3 outs, and I'm up and I'm in good shape.
I love it. Antonio Martinez says, "Who will reign supreme?" Go ahead.
There's a strikeout. We'll take that.
Love it.
Okay.
Garrett Cooper. We just got to get to the. We just finished the top of the order. That hurts.
That was a big swing right there because then didn't advance the guy to third.
Yeah. Let's see.
And out here, I think I would swing back into good shape, but who knows? A run, I'm in big trouble.
So right now, because both of you are, this is what's really interesting. So Nick has now taken the lead. He has the same bet basically as Peter, but because he got in at a different price point, he's up $100. Peter's down 75.
Sharp move.
Yeah. So his cost is much different. So you've got it up there, Nick. Can you tell us what you've got the Cardinals at?
Yeah, I got him at $48.
$48. Okay. So roughly like plus 104.
It's plus 106, I think is what it said.
106. Okay. Yeah. And Peter, where did you get him at?
Minus 153 or something like that.
Okay. Well, there you go. Huge difference.
Yep.
And again, bottom left, you can see everything updating. So Matt has swung back into the lead.
Yeah, something must have happened.
Nick has
another
swung back
strikeout
into the lead.
Another strikeout.
Peter, that's at the game right now.
That's how fast it happens. Nick now in the lead, $1,233.33. Peter is now ahead of Matt, $1,066.66, and Matt has dropped $125. He's now in last at $875.
Yikes.
That's how fast it happens. Now, I built this screen, just so if you're watching, you understand this. I built this screen to not have negative space. And by that, I mean, I thought they'd be more than one position on everything. So ideally, there'd be a lot more positions flying around. But this is good entry level for people to follow, right? You can see the live P&L. You can see the position. You can see how much money they risk too. So up top is the portfolio value. If there were more than one bet, then that would be the aggregate of exactly how much all those bets are worth up to the second.
There you go. I added a little more space or a little less space for you.
Oh, thank you. You didn't have to do that for me, but
I was already planning on doing it, but it was just the timing just worked out.
So Braves minus 1.5. That game has to be in the late stages here.
Bottom six.
Bottom six. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the score?
They're up 3-1.
Gotcha. Okay. Next step is to add a scoreboard, I guess, to the screen.
Yeah, that's going to be.
We'll see if we
can.
But
if you want a bunch of different stuff, that could get a little clunky.
Yeah.
Man, it's crazy watching the swings on the pricing just from
a hit, but not a score. That's crazy.
Oh, okay.
1 and 2, a single. That would have been the end of me.
We got first and third.
Wow. It's brewing.
So again,
the drama is brewing.
Oh, it sure is. A lot of people starting to check in here on Twitter. We appreciate it, including our guy, Captain Jack. Talked about him earlier. Slick screen dagger Dan. Thank you, Captain Jack. Very much appreciated. I used unabated to bet a nice little ARB today. So thank you.
Oh, there you go.
To unabated. Yeah. Hey, it was great. And it was at work. And Alex Kane rooted me on as I did it. Find a better job than that. I dare you.
That's great. That's the dream right there.
Yeah, it sure is. It's a great job at Sporttrade. 3 minutes and 43 seconds left before our first elimination. Matt, right now, you've closed the gap a little bit. I know.
I had to add something. If there's a mound visit, if nothing significantly moves the line on the Padres Cardinals, I needed to have another, just something else out there. So that way I could still possibly lose the Padres, but just lose it after 15 minutes has passed.
I wonder if they're bringing in a new pitcher.
I think there's a mound visit.
Oh, that doesn't bode well for you. So 1809 in the total battle bet. Just 3 minutes left. Matt, you keep sort of closing the gap here. I think that Braves position is what's going to decide your fate here. But
I
you
know.
still have 1 cent. Again, you could move money around.
I have 1 cent.
You have 1 cent
Wasn't
apparently.
there something interesting that was happening with like 1 cent in the unabated episode also?
Probably. Oh, yes. Tom.
They kept them in.
Yeah. Tom allegedly defeated me at 0 by a cent. Nick is into the second position. You've got $50 on the Brewers here.
Yeah, so I got them at like $11. So 2
Beautiful.
outs, bottom of the 8th, 1-run game. I was on the Brewers pregame.
What's the score there?
1-0 Chicago.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I figured this was a low investment, high upside.
It's a great call.
Second position to be in. I can sell out of it if I want.
Yep, that's one of the best things about it. Yeah, one of the best things about it. Matt, you've got 2 minutes here. You're down.
I know.
Let's see. You're down about $2,004. Oh, excuse me, $204. That would be excessive. If you're down $2,000.
There's an out.
The Braves
That's
won
good.
this.
Yep. I think we're
Gotta
headed
get
to
out of
the
it.
bottom of the 10th.
Pops out softly to the pitcher. Boy, could you have a more sad out in baseball?
Oh, I love that out. I love that out.
Wow.
Come on.
That's big. Let's go.
So now Peter up 141.66 on that bet. Nick is up 342. Here comes the Hail Mary. Brewers minus for 1 cent, Matt.
That's all I had left. But don't worry. Don't worry. We're let's see.
I love it.
What a game could you bet that's about to end?
Well, he's got 1 minute 9 seconds to do it. Nick is running away with this. Nick is at 13-54 in his portfolio. He still has
Nick also
$250
played this game GTO. He was never in doubt to advance. He always advanced versus me, and that was impressive. My strategy was very easy to exploit, but I have a clean sweat here. That's what I was going for.
There you go.
Hope the Cardinals can win.
It appears as though Peter and Nick are going to be advancing to the finals.
It's almost like it's advantageous for me for the Cardinals to not win this game.
30 seconds.
You got 30 seconds. You have to make something happen here.
I know. I need Braves to hit a home run. Oh, it's still bottom 6. Yeah. I don't think it's looking good. I put on some more on the Brewers just in hopes that something happens because it's top 9.
So 10 seconds stand between Matt and elimination. So congratulations. Peter and Nick heading to the finals. The 15-minute sprint. Everybody wave goodbye to Matt. Matt, you're welcome to stay to hang out. Please do. You're out. Davis, can we please pull his numbers from the screen?
Sad.
Only for some.
It's true.
So one thing that you will be getting used to is seeing Matt making some content for Sporttrade. There you go. Davis has eliminated all of your stats.
Wow.
I love it. Thank you, Davis, our amazing producer here. You're going to be seeing a lot more of Matt doing stuff for us. Plays, educational videos for Sporttrade and everything like that. I'm thrilled because you're a Delaware and a Philly sports fan. We need more of them, frankly.
Absolutely. The world needs more Philly sports fans.
If there's like one thing the world doesn't need, it's more Philly sports fans.
I was going to say the one thing the sports media / gambling space really needs is more Delaware Valley, more people shouting "Go Birds!"
Bunt.
My favorite part about all of tonight is the three we've been talking, and Peter is just laser focused on this Cardinals game. I love it. I love it.
I have a big position on this game.
All right, so I'm going to pull up. I admittedly don't know the state of the game right now, so I'm going to pull it up. We can all sweat with you. So 5-5 bottom 10. Okay, so we might get a real reaction here. Just as a disclaimer, everyone is using Sporttrade beta right now, so all the money is actually not real, but the functionality, of course, is. Captain Jack.
Padres end up coming back and winning.
Captain Jack, I assume this comment here is about more Philly sports fans, I imagine, of which Captain Jack, of course, is.
Can you name the Eagles quarterback?
Probably not. He doesn't have to.
Yeah.
And I just sound like a big asshole. Let's go 13 minutes here. I mean, this basically will decide this Cardinals game. Maybe won't even decide, because if the Cardinals win, right? Nick got them at such a price that even though he spent, here goes the answer to your question. Even though he spent less, he stands to win an amount that probably wouldn't allow Peter to overtake him. So Peter's gonna have to make another bet if he wants to win this battle bets. I know his mind, his thought right now is his own money. Okay, but
so
it doesn't mean he can't scrounge out a win here.
Oh, we got a guy to third. So one of my betting partners, he said his wife just mentioned to him, "Boy, you really assured this Cardinals game tonight." He turned it on with her. We don't sweat all the games, but we're sweating this one.
Yeah.
This
so how do you decide which ones to sweat, which ones to not pay attention to?
Combination of just, kids, life, and then unit size, I guess. And this is a larger unit than normal, I guess.
Gotcha.
But I like the spot that we're in.
Not gonna ask
intentionally walked Goldschmidt.
Yeah,
I was actually first and third right now with one
about to buy out of some of my Cardinals shares, but the line closed.
It should be back momentarily. Yeah, that whenever you see periods of volatility, Nick, it should be back momentarily. It's just the market maker adjusting their price. That's to protect you guys.
My buddy, yes, Capwize 2-strike sack bunt. What a play! That is a pretty unique play right there.
I mean, get the guy to third with one out.
Yeah, don't see that very often.
The sack bunt with 2 strikes.
So Nick, you also added Braves -1.5 here.
Yeah, I like the spot for them coming up. I bought it, I think, with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Had the meat of the Braves order coming up. Rockies had just thrown out their best lefty reliever for an inning.
Yeah. Speaking of meat, Matt, you produce the Dong Report every day. Would you like to talk about that?
Well, if you'd asked me earlier in the day, I would have said yes, but we're looking at an O for today. Yesterday was good, but I guess to answer the question, Dong Report, I give out home run predictions every day. I kind of forget that. Like, I just so used to calling it the Dong Report. I'm not used to saying what it actually is. You know what I mean? But
I was hoping you wouldn't. Is that a win?
Cardinals win.
That's a win.
Cardinals win, which means Peter wins twice. Okay. All right.
Baby.
All right. Now it's interesting.
Yeah, now it's interesting. You both won that bet. We'll wait for it to settle. It's going to take a couple minutes for it to settle, I would say, but you're going to see it updated in your cash, not your portfolio value. Just FYI. So we'll have to go by that most likely. I'll get some clarification from Davis there. But we got 9 minutes and 46 seconds left. And he says he's working on it. I know he was. So we'll get those settled and then we'll go from there. But right now, I mean, you can see in your portfolio right now the percentages. You're up 1748. You've made $748.38, Nick. Peter, you're up 658. So even though, again, you're both on the same game because Nick got in at a different price point, he's insulated himself.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was in a I guess a lucky position that I was able to just short somebody.
Couple games left on the board here too. No, go ahead, Peter.
So what do I need to do? I see 0 funds, but you mentioned they'll be in my portfolio or something.
Yep. So that bet is going to settle, and then once it settles, you'll have that money in your available cash. It's being worked on right now, but you've still got 8 minutes and 52 seconds left. A couple more games that are on tonight. Braves Rockies, as Matt was betting on, and Nick was also betting on. That's top 7, 3-1 Braves. Top 4, the Athletics, 3-0 over the streaking Mariners. The Reds down 3-0 to the Giants. That's in the bottom of the 3rd. And the Diamondbacks and Dodgers, 3-0 LA, top 2nd. So still a lot of things out there to bet on. And again, thanks to everybody watching on Twitter. A lot of folks watched on Twitter. Over 11,000 impressions on this. That's awesome.
We should have had that the first time I was on Battle Bets when I just put on a clinical performance.
So how do we grade that, Matt? So you were the odds jam champion.
Correct.
Do you take that title? Are you still the odds jam champion? It's like the intercontinental title.
Yeah, that's a good question. Has someone from Odds Jam won another Battle Bets?
I don't think so. I don't think
I
we've
think
done
until
one.
I think
That's
until
true.
that happens.
You know what the man said? To be the best, you got to beat the best. So I think anybody who comes on has to challenge you.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
Get slop on there.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's dive into the private chat here. Okay. Sorry about this. Having some issues getting that settled, but we're going to try. You do have $1,000. Looks like, Peter.
It looks like it just settled.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I have my cash.
Yeah.
Okay,
I am
perfect.
checking for something here.
All right. With 7 minutes and 16 seconds remaining in this battle bet, the Colorado specific battle bet. So make sure after this, you guys all go sign up for Sporttrade.
Yeah.
Justify
everybody in
my role
Colorado.
as host. Yeah. Nick, any college football leans you'd like to share?
I'm not the guy to ask about college football. If Ben was on, Ben would talk all day about college football. I'm not a college football guy.
Okay. What kind of guy are you?
Too much. My favorite sport is college basketball. Just like too much like roster turnover to keep track of in college football for me. I mean, I trust other people just like systematically betting weather stuff. But
isn't that kind of
aside from that, don't really bet a lot.
So just curious, football. Is just because the rosters are smaller? Like, why is college basketball better? Because there's a lot of turnover there as well.
Yeah. It's because the rosters are smaller. Like I guess I've just watched tons and tons and tons of college basketball. So if there's like the individual transfers are individually more impactful outside of like a quarterback transfer.
Yeah.
So if there's like turnover on the offensive line for Troy or some random school, that's probably something that's gonna slip through the cracks for me.
Yeah, tough to follow that. Yeah, because then with the new transfer rules, you don't have to sit a year. So like the transfer portal is crazy these days. Yeah.
Nick looking like he may be coasting to a victory here.
We'll see. I think of my bets that are active right now are not great positions.
I just put in a Rockies bet.
Okay. We should be seeing it shortly.
Trying to go back and get some more of this.
So Rockies plus 1.5. Risked 14.0850. So
wow,
this is getting a little tight. I mean, it's $150, but we've seen how quickly those can swing. $150 separating Nick and Peter right now. 5 minutes left. 5-minute warning.
Oh man, my portfolio is just tanking. I'm glad we took that off the board.
What is?
I said my portfolio value is just tanking. I'm glad we took my positions off the board.
Yeah, Team Unabated in the chat asking where is Peter's missing $650, and then said there it is. just had to give it a second.
All right, I used to work for the Rockies as a beer man in high school and college, so we'll root for the Rockies here.
Love it.
That's
okay,
awesome.
Rockies straight up. Let's see, 244.83 on the Rockies money line, and then Rockies plus 1.5, 14.085. So that's it. Again, Peter going all in. He had money for maybe 45 seconds.
We'll go with the Rocky. We need a hit here, or we're in big trouble.
And any stories of your time slinging some Miller Lights? I guess there it's a Coors Light.
Coors Light. I sold a lot of Coors Light.
Coors.
Sure. Yeah.
Great stories. Probably actually the first day I ever made $1,000 in my life ever was I was selling beer, and it was when the Rockies went on that magical run. They won 21 out of the last 22 games. I think this was October 2006 or 2007. I want to say 2007 maybe.
My freshman year of college. Yeah.
The World Series year.
Yep.
World Series year. So we had the play-in game where they played the Padres, and that was just the most unbelievable electric game. That was the play-in to get into the playoffs, and they won in extra innings. That's when Matt Holliday ripped up his chin, and it was a roller coaster game, and it was the first day I ever made over $1,000 in my life. So that was awesome. That was like probably 3x what I would normally make. As a beer vendor, you get commission and tips. People are just handing out tons of money and drinking The beer was like water in the Sahara Desert, so it was fantastic.
I went to college with a guy who was a hot dog salesman at Citizens Bank Park, and he had the funniest stories, like the things people would do to get their hot dogs.
Oh, that guy
I can't
probably
imagine
made
for
bank.
beer. Oh yeah,
I mean, I
For
can
sure.
only imagine. Yeah.
2:55 left, and Nick has surmounted a $340 lead. He's got a
I'm gonna have to
wry
pivot out
Yeah.
of this.
Just went all in on the Braves.
a wry smile
It was
coming
the
across Nick's face.
the game theory correct position to take.
That is factually correct. I need Doyle to do something special here.
You know what's
I
funny
need
is
to run.
Doyle is actually from the same small ass town in Virginia that I'm from.
Oh wow.
Where in
That's
Virginia
cool.
are you from?
From Warrenton, Virginia.
Warrenton. Yeah, I know where that is.
That's
I
funny.
went
I'm
to
from
school.
Warrington, Pennsylvania.
It's
Look at
almost the
that.
same thing. Probably
Yeah,
nicer. I
basically
don't
the
know
same
anything
thing.
about it, but it's probably nicer.
I went to
Sorry, Matt, where
JMU.
did you-
So
Oh, I went to JMU.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
what?
Wow. What year did you graduate?
2016.
2014 for me.
Nice. Probably
That's crazy.
crossed paths at D Hall or something.
Yeah, probably. Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
I mean,
Look at
Warrenton,
this.
that's
Battle Bets bringing people together.
hour south of DC, right? Or west?
Yeah.
Southwest?
Our southwest with no traffic.
Yeah.
Wouldn't really recommend it very much.
We're coming to the end. A
JMU
minute,
or
37 seconds.
Oh no, JMU 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Yeah,
Warrenton
no, I was just
2.5 out of 10.
It's 2-2.
We need
This is a strikeout. I'm gonna be in a bad position here.
Yeah, I mean you might be able to like cash
And
out and
that's
throw it on something that has a chance of paying out.
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I was
the
trying
next
to
minute.
do.
We've got a minute 11 seconds left, and Nick is now up nearly $450.
wow, what a performance.
Yeah.
Wow.
What a
Yeah.
performance.
Yeah,
We'll take it. I
Makes-
mean, I guess I kind of got lucky that I was on the right
that-
side.
trying
of
to
hey,
this.
there's no
Cardinals
luck.
game.
You just went ahead and did your thing. I mean, you made $711 in a half hour.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it let me deposit real money?
Well, you just have to download the actual app and go.
Yeah, that's
go forth and do
true.
that.
That's true.
There you go.
Should
I'm
I
trying to
add
sell to
you
the
to
position.
What
But
do you
it's
got
not going to
going
be
on?
enough time. It's not going to be enough time, but Nick deserved to win. Nick played super well. Game theory optimal. I'm impressed.
That's all it takes, right? Well, next
And I'm
time we
happy
do
the
this-
Cardinals won.
Yeah, right,
Yeah,
you both-
you won actual
yeah.
money.
you actually won. So everyone who
I'm
wins
happy.
except for Matt Modai tonight. No dongs and a third
No
place
dongs.
finish in
Yeah.
battle bets. All right, well, Nick, I'm going to call it. I'm calling it. It's over. The floor
All
is
right.
yours. Please take this time to reminisce and tell us how you did it.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, I would say better to do this with more than 3 people or less than 3 people because of the position that I was able to put myself in. But yeah, thank you for having me. It was a ton of fun. I'd love to be back on again. Looking forward to the Sporttrade app in Colorado. Over at Capwize, we're I think planning on doing not literally this exact thing, but doing a lot of bets where Ben and I or streams where Ben and I are live trading positions with real money during the NFL slate. So really looking forward to that. This was good practice. So again, thank you for having me, and nice talking with Peter and Matt.
Yeah, I've had a lot of fun talking to you guys. And the thing, there are 3 people, but the leaderboard functionality allows us to do it with 4, 6, 8, 10.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right?
no, it's awesome how you have this set up and running with just like basically no latency.
Yeah, as long as we can fit it onto a screen, we'll certainly try it. Peter,
Yeah.
second place finish, but you finished ahead of all of us because you won a large position on the Cardinals. How do you feel?
I feel great. I'm happy. My buddy went nuts. And yeah, I got outplayed by Nick, so I didn't deserve to win. I had a pretty suboptimal strategy, but went for the clean sweat. And yeah, super stoked to be here. Genuinely really excited about Sporttrade. I've been in this industry for a long time and looking for more innovation. Sporttrade certainly is that. I think it's a great product, and it's going to be great for people here in Colorado. There's a lot of professional bettors and people who I think will be really interested in the product. So really excited. Congratulations on the launch, and happy we have another option here in Colorado.
Well, much appreciated again. I believe the promo code is winning. If you go sign up from Sporttrade now, that way on a beta, we'll get a little bit of a kickback as well. Matt, we'll be hearing a lot from you. Your third place finish. I'm sorry.
I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't feel great about myself, but as a Philly fan, I'm expecting in the next battle bets to get a standing ovation like Trey Turner did after he struggled at the plate. And I just expect to have the same hot streak to go on after that appearance. So this was my fault. This loss was my fault. I'll take this one on the chin. No dongs tonight. I'm just going to walk out of my office a loser, go to bed, and pick it back up tomorrow.
And none on the chin. So that'll do it for us. Much appreciated. Congratulations to you, Nick. And thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon. And if you haven't already in Colorado, sign up for Sporttrade. You can get in on the fun. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night.